Waar die grondpad eindig is waar my hart begin, somewhere the Afrikaans proverb. But in my case, this is where the adventure starts. So this weekend we're going camping with this. This is a Suzuki Eeco and it is usually a panel van, but Suzuki has taken this one and made a once-off van life concept with it. So this is a van life, it's kitted on the inside, so let's see how well it van lives and how well it can camp. What you can't smell on the camera is the clutch. Sorry. We have made it to the campsite. We are back at Camp 360. This is the campsite just behind the Tankwa Padstal, about 3 kilometers from the Tankwa Padstal. Now, I was supposed to do like a big long trip with this Eeco. I was going to come down Oberg Pass and then sleep a night here and then head back home the next day, but I had a bit of a flu earlier this week, so I'm still recovering from that, so my energy levels are a bit down. But regardless, we are here, we are camping with this car, and we'll see how it goes. First impressions of this van, I am surprised. It is very small, it is really small, but I am impressed with it. Ride quality on the gravel roads, the roads were not too bad, but it is a bit bouncy, but that's because of the short wheelbase. I did deflate the tires a little. I was very worried about these tires. I still have to get home with them, so I'm still very cautious. But these are 13-inch little tires, road tires. But we came here, we made it here, so far so good. Like I said, the short wheelbase does make it a bit bouncy on the cattle grid and things like that, but nothing major. I mean, it's a little panel van that they've converted. I'm impressed how quiet it is inside, to be honest. I was expecting a bit more rattling. It's just the one drawer with the cups and cutlery in it which is rattling. Other than that, no rattles at all. So yeah, campsite has been set up. Let me give you a quick tour of the van. Now let's start with the van itself. So this is originally just a Suzuki Eeco panel van. They're just a panel van to carry stuff around with. But Suzuki has taken this one and made a once-off van life build with it. So people are asking me, what does this price at? Now the van life build, I can't answer that because this is a once-off. They didn't want to give me the pricing for the complete build as it is here. But these panel vans you can get for 205,900 Rand. That's the plain basic panel van, stock standard white panel van. That's what you get it as. Now this has got a 1.2 litre engine in it, in a motor, and it has about 59 kilowatts and 104 newton meters of torque. Like I said, it's got these biscuit 13-inch tires over here. Let me get you the size on these. So these are 155 by 15. That's literally all you get. The only modifications they have done on the outside is the front runner awning and the front runner roof rack. Other than that, and the wrap of course. But other than that, the car is still stock standard on the outside. Now the inside over here is where all the changes are. So it used to be a panel van, but now it is laid out as a van life / living area. So I think this was supposed to be like a, like I said, it's small in here. It was supposed to be like a bench, but I can't really sit upright in here. And I don't know if it's quite a bed, but I'm gonna make it a bed tonight. So maybe just remove this for some extra space, but it's wide enough for me to sleep on. Then we've got a big drawer down here. There we go, quite a big drawer over there, some things in there. Then we've got like a little cabinet over here, 2 shelves, and then 2 cassis or compartments over there, cupboards, that's the word I'm looking for, cupboards over here, floor space, and then you've got 2 more cubbies at the bottom over there which you can use, and some lighting in here. So inside here is a battery system, but I cannot figure it out yet. So there's a battery system in here and a plug. It's quite a cool contraption. You pull a thingy and then the whole plug system comes out. So that's actually quite a neat feature over here. And that's basically it in here. And 2 little, next to the cupboard there's 2 little shelves as well. You can put things. Oh, and curtains. So you've got a curtain on the front and a curtain at the back. Well, if the wind doesn't blow. If the wind doesn't blow, then you've got curtains to close the back window and the front window, and then it's completely sealed off inside here. So that is basically how it looks. There we go. So that is how it looks on the inside. As I said, it's pretty small, but it's livable. The inside of the cabin over here is also pretty basic. It is stock standard from the normal panel van. So you've got a, I was going to say cluster in front of you, but it's not really a cluster. It's literally just the speedometer. And then if there's an engine light or a seatbelt warning light or a check oil light, that's all you get on there. There's no rev counter. There's no thermostat or temperature gauge. I hope it tells you when it's overheating, but all I can see here basically when it's on and everything is good is the speedo. Then it's a very basic standard interior. You've actually do got traction control, which is interesting, and ABS. You've got an aircon system over here, Bluetooth, or not even a Bluetooth, just a radio which you can take the face off of, and that's about it. There's no cup holders actually in here. So what I did is I took my backpack, put my backpack out down here by the seat where the passenger's feet would be, and then using my backpack's cup holder as a cup holder. So yeah, no cup holders in here, very basic. It's still got the little windy windows. So very basic, but I prefer basic over super tech inside here. But yeah, there's at least space to put your phone. There's a lot of cubbies and pack places, but like I said, it's stock standard panel van lifestyle inside here. And it's a 5-speed manual. This is a manual, not an auto, thankfully. So yeah, 5-speed manual. So there's a quick look of the panel van or van life Suzuki Eeco for you. Like I said, it is very small. Everywhere it's quite cramped. I mean, where I was just sitting in my seat over there, that is as furthest back I could set the seat, and I was still pretty cramped up there. But anyway, it's a panel van after all, which they've converted into a van life, which is pretty cool. The sun has set, so let me get that fire going before it gets too dark. Good morning. The sun is just about to come up over those trees over there, and I actually slept really well because I learned something last night. Last night when I got into the van, I couldn't figure out the battery system, so I couldn't figure out the lights, so it was pretty dark in there. But 2, the backrest for the bench, you are actually supposed to take off, and then it actually fits in next to you, making it a wider bed. So that is quite interesting. So I actually had a single size bed next to me. When you take the backrest, slot it in, it fits into place, it locks into place over there, and then you've got a much wider bed. So that's actually very cool. So I slept very nice inside. It was very windy last night, but it rocked the van a little bit, but nothing major. One downside I did find was everything you pack in here to bring to the camp, you now have to pack out so that you have space to live. That means you have nowhere to put it other than outside. My camp chair, the box, the cooler box, everything that was inside that's quite big now sat outside the whole night. I don't like doing that. Generally I try to pack everything into the vehicle again, especially not just in winter but in general. It's a bit doughy, so then everything gets wet, or if you're in wild park somewhere where there's wild animals, they'll get into the cooler box. Monkeys will scavenge through everything, so that's one downside I did find, but other than that I slept pretty well. So let me pack up what I can pack up and then start making my way back out. And the adventure has come to an end. We have made it out of the Tankwa successfully, no punctures, luckily, thankfully for that. Yeah, so let's talk about, will it camp? Yes, it will camp. It is a bit on the small side, so if you're two people it will be a bit tight just because there's no packing space to pack your things. Single person, I made it work. Two people, it's a bit small. Cabin inside is also very small. It is a 1.2 litre engine, and I actually purposefully went over Katbakkies Pass because I wanted to see if it will actually make it up there, and it did quite easily. It wasn't first gear, but it did make it up. Considering it's also only rear wheel drive, it did really well. The gravel road driving also not too bad. It's a bit bouncy, but that's also because it's a rear wheel drive and it's short wheelbase, but it made it quite fine. More extreme than this I'd say it wouldn't be able to do, but it'll get you to most places. Pick your lines right, it's got good ground clearance. So in all, will it camp? Yes, it'll camp. Once I found that you can extend the bed, it made it much better. But yes, it will camp. Now, as it says on the windshield over there, where to next? We'll see you guys on the next adventure. Cheers.
Bluetooth connection success.
What you can't smell on the camera is the clutch. Sorry. It is not open for us to know. Yeah, there's a little bit of aggression to them. No. Usually it's a normal panel van. No man, where am I going with this? Two, what do you call these? Whoops. What's going on here? Behave.